Hi, my name is Patrick White. I'm Editor-in-Chief at Most Crafty Investor. I'm here with Dana Jacobsohn, the Chief Development Officer, North American Luxury Brands and Global Mixed Use at Marriott International. Dana, thank you very much for joining us.
Patrick, it is always a pleasure to be here in New York with you and my colleagues and at this conference. So
to start, you lead the mixed use development and branded resi team at Marriott. I mean, how central are branded residences to Marriott's long-term growth strategy?
So we've been in the branded residential business at Marriott for 25 years. This is a celebration for us this year. And it's interesting, 25 years ago, it was an idea we had and some developers had that customers love our brands. And would they want to live in a Ritz-Carlton residence? So it was just an early adopter idea. Now, 25 years later, we're the largest in the branded residential business, and it is a key element for any luxury. Two things. It's a key element for any luxury hotel development, but it's also becoming really, really important for hotel developments in the premium space. So very, very integral. We work closely, the mixed-use development team, with the hotel developers on that team, and we work with our hotel colleagues in the premium space, so very important.
So like you say, Marriott's been doing this for 25 years. I mean, you must know what makes a great location for a branded resi project. Can you tell me what it is that makes it good?
Well, what I would say is I'm lucky because we offer branded residences across all of our full-service brands. So whatever location a developer brings to me, I can usually find a brand that works. That being said, we do a deep analysis to make sure that the brand we offer makes sense with that location. So you want to see if they're high net worth customers, what the price per square foot is in that area, accessibility to mass transit, things like that you would do on the hotel side also. And in addition to a key location, we also want to do deals, residential deals, with developers that have experience. Developers that we know will deliver an on-strategy branded residential project. So those are the keys to success. Us as a strong branded residential operator and experience, developer with expertise, and of course, a site with strong demand components.
And obviously the branded resi side of it is only part of the overall project. You know, you've got the hotel and the hotel guests. How do you make sure there's alignment there and integrity across both of those?
So at Marriott, we do things in a very special way. My team works on the hotel component. My luxury team works on the hotel component and the residential component. So we've got one developer who's doing both at Marriott. And for us, it's really essential that each component of the project, first of all, makes economic sense. A lot of times we might get a developer who wants to build a 25-room hotel, and I'm exaggerating, but 500 residences, right? That doesn't coexist well together. So we have a strong feasibility team to make sure each piece works. And then once we make sure each piece works separately, then we work on making sure they coexist well together. And what do? We get involved in the design. We get involved in who the developer chooses as the architect, interior design firm. We bring the hotel operations team in and the residential operations team to make sure that the back of the house works, the front of the house works. Do we have one fitness facility for everyone? Has to be big enough for everyone, or do we need two separate facilities? So we really get involved in all aspects to make sure it's a project that is seamless. And when you have a seamless project, it also operates more efficiently, right? And then, of course, the developer is making more money and the customer is happy. So a lot of work goes into making sure that they operate well together.
As a company that's been doing this for 25 years, and you're a leading proponent of a branded resi space, are you kind of educating the investor sometimes when it comes to the project?
Yep. Yes, we're 100% providing support to the developers, to the investors. So many times a developer will come to me and in a very affluent market that we know can support, let's say, St. Regis residences or Edition residences. Might be a suburb of New York City, but it cannot support a St. Regis hotel, but they want both. So what we do is we educate them on what makes sense based on our experience in the branded residential business. We have almost 150 open projects and 150 in the pipeline. So we have a very large team with deep expertise in residential. So we work together to make it the most successful.
And you talk about those projects. You've got some really cool ones that have just been announced recently. I mean, there's one in Detroit, isn't there, that you're doing at the moment? So, I mean, tell me a little bit about that and anything else that's coming up.
Oh, we have so many fun projects. I love these questions. So we had an announcement that came out today, celebrating our 25th year in business. We announced the Edition residences in Detroit, which is part of a whole transformation of downtown Detroit.
That's cool.
It's super cool. Dan Gilbert's involved in that, and Bedrock is the company that's involved in that. We've got another. You have to stop me when I can't keep talking about them because we have so many fun projects. We have another one in Muskoka in Canada, a very special standalone residential project. It's kind of like the Hamptons of Canada. Another standalone St. Regis residences in River Oaks area of Houston. Pompano Beach, which is hotel and residences in South Florida. And one more St. Regis hotel and residences in Fort Lauderdale, and a beautiful site surrounded by water, by a marina on three sides, right across from the beach. It's going to be a fabulous hotel and residential project.
They sound.
And Patrick, and then of course we have so many globally, but I can go on and on.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's so many really cool projects here, but it'd be remiss of me if I didn't ask you about the demand side of things, because obviously you're building these projects for people, and they are more popular than ever. I mean, what is driving that popularity, and how you capitalizing on that, really? What's the reason behind it?
So I think we've done at Marriott International a really good job of growing the business model and educating the consumer. Yeah. We've got 220 million, probably more at this point, Bonvoy customers who love our brands. Like, they love traveling in our brands, and the idea of living in our brands is really desirable. So that has, as we've grown, offered this product to our customer, that has made them more popular. And now, like, everyone knows about branded residences. 15 years ago, no one was talking about them. So now, as they become more popular with the consumers, the competitors are entering the business. Hospitality competitors, car competitors, fashion competitors.
Yeah, head start though. You've been doing it for 25 years, am I? So like you've got a runway.
Yes, we do have that runway, but what we're doing, we are definitely ahead of the competitors. But what we've found is that you have to educate the consumer, right? We've done that well in the United States. We've done that very well in the Middle East. We have tremendous branded residences in Dubai and some of the other Emirates. And what we've done to grow to the demand you have asked about is we put dedicated residential resources in the regions. Okay. So we have a dedicated residential developer in Asia. She's based in Bangkok, and she's doing work in Asia. We just hired a dedicated residential developer in India. Tremendous potential.
That's exciting.
It's so exciting. We have two in Dubai, someone we just hired in Europe, and then, of course, in the U.S., we have a team that's focused on the U.S. and Caribbean and Latin America. So with our amazing business model, a very strong business model, when we educate the developers, the investors, and the consumers, we just see tremendous growth. So it's really fun for us.
Yeah, it seems like you put a really good kind of bedrock to the whole Marriott experience with that, and it's kind of like now it's next stage almost. 25 years, and then what's next, really? So
what's next, right?
Very exciting.
It is super exciting, and I've had the chance to talk to you a couple times about it, and it's always more fun, more projects to talk about.
Dana, it's been a delight as always. Thank you very much.
Thanks.